we go.
So people say this is like a sort of a jousting implement. And I said, well, the reason that this tool is the size that it is I don't have 1 or 2 trees to where I have 200,000 trees. I don't have time to mess around. You guys remember that television series, Home Improvement?
Yeah, sure.
Well, it says more horsepower.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
so I have a big root hook. And the purpose, as you can see, is really straightforward. It's to remove the material from the roots. Now, since I've taken about 60%, almost maybe even more, of the growth from the top, I can take as much from the bottom. Okay? Whatever I take off the top, I remove from the bottom. So the tree basically stays balanced in this process. 1 down and 2 to go. Now this guy looks like he should be easier, but sometimes it's not. We try to have a soil for our trees here that's arable. There's a lot of exchange between the inside of the pot and the atmosphere because it keeps the trees strong and healthy. You'll find when we pot these trees up this morning that we use a lot of really hard granular material. We don't want these trees sitting in the mud all the time. We want them to get wet and then to dry out. Now, there's a big root here that I just cut. And it smells like a turnip. Because basically it's like a potato or a turnip or a carrot. It's like any other root crop. It's got proteins, carbohydrates, and sugars. Now, the life of the tree is not in this great big root. It's in these tiny, tiny little hair roots. This great big root serves 3 purposes. It holds the tree into the ground so it doesn't blow over when there's a high wind. It acts like a warehouse to store proteins, carbohydrates, and sugars. And it's an energy reserve. So when these trees get going in the spring, they'll draw that energy up into them to get them started.